We just bought a house that has a triplex in the backyard. We're gonna fix up the house and sell it, which will essentially leave us the triplex for free. Stay tuned because we're gonna walk you through the entire process in this superhero special edition of Flippin' Sexy Real Estate.
In a world where knowledge brings forth wealth, there are three sisters held captive by a single family. The only hope for freedom lies in the minds and hearts of four heroes: Golden Goddess, Lady Peacock, Fire Ninja, and Gun Slinger. Can these heroes free the sisters? Find out in this episode of Flippin' Sexy Real Estate.
Hi, my name is Maeli Nelson, real estate agent and real estate investor.
And I'm Mitch Nelson. I'm a real estate investor and a best-selling author. Together, we have over a decade of experience in real estate investing. We've flipped dozens of homes, and we have a multi-million-dollar rental portfolio spanning the country.
We met and fell in love through our shared passion of turning old rundown properties into something beautiful.
Real estate investing has been an incredible journey for us, and we're excited to take you along for the adventure.
This house right here that you see in front of us, we purchased this house for $215,000. It gets better than that though. Buy one, get three for free. So you were able to acquire that one property and then also acquire this triplex that you see behind me, generate massive amounts of potential cash flow for free.
Let's dive in and take a closer look at exactly what we're doing with this deal. This is a 3-bed, 2-bath house with a triplex in back that we were able to purchase under seller financing, which is where we pay the seller monthly payments over time and they take the place of the bank. Our down payment was $215,000 with a total purchase price of $650,000. This house is pretty clean, so our remodel budget is light, coming in at just $5,000. The remodel should only take a couple of days, and once it's all done, we plan to list just the single-family house for $260,000, retaining the back triplex seller financed for 5 years. Because the tenants pay more than our monthly financing payment, we end up with an asset and cash flow for a net total of $0 out of pocket. We'll be including you in every step of this project and sharing a little bit of knowledge along the way. Work has already started on the project, so let's go check it out. You've seen in other episodes, we've done $300,000 remodel projects before. This is what we call a splash and dash, right? Lipstick on a pig. We want to come in and maybe put down some new carpet, touch up the paint a little bit, and then put it back on the market and sell it as quickly as possible.
Can you take the stickers off of this?
What do you want for beautiful?
Make sure the door handle gets put on, please.
Yeah, just cut it back.
This is why, children, you do not put tape on paint. This is why. Friend.
I know we should call me friend when I'm in for something.
Can we just replace some type of baseboard here? Well, it looks like what they did is they put this.
Yeah, they did. No, that's perfect.
Yeah, that one
All the
too,
way
all
down,
the way
yep.
around. That looks terrible.
Yep, that's what they did. See?
Could we get a smaller piece? That
Put a
would,
quarter around there.
yeah, let's do.
Pull those pieces off.
Yeah.
Get another piece.
During the remodel, the house caught on fire. You know, normal stuff.
Yeah, normal. Basically what happened is as they were cleaning the oven out, all of a sudden it just caught on fire and there was smoke all the way through here and it was crazy. Literally within seconds after they flipped the breaker, the fire stopped. I was in the laundry room and all of a sudden there's this huge puddle and going, wait a second, I didn't see this here before. There was a break in the basement. So it was a little bit of a drama for like 2 hours. It was an interesting time frame. Steve was really clever. He grabbed 2 hoses from out back, hooked it up to the hot and cold, and then drained it into the tub until we could get it fixed.
There you go.
That
Thank
was
you,
the,
Steve.
Yeah, that was the answer. Obviously, it's all been fixed. Plumbing is just fine. Everything looks good now.
All right, let's go check out the outside. Here we go. When the tenant left this property, he left a bunch of his junk in this backyard. You couldn't even see the grass. It was so full of junk. We hired someone to come in and clean out the junk. Obviously, a beautiful backyard now. Let's walk around the house. Got a nice patio, a small yard for pets and animals and whatnot. And then you'll see it as we walk through this gate here. This is where we get to the triplex. We're gonna be keeping after we sell this single family property. Let's go ahead and walk around to the front. Now this is the driveway. This is a shared space between the house and the triplex there. This technically is part of the single family tax ID. So we're gonna create what's called an easement with the city so that the people that live in the triplex, the tenants, can get back and gain access to their house. The parking for the single family home is actually right here. There will be an easement there as well. The property line is about where the parking structure begins. So let's keep going. Luckily, we didn't have to do any paint or anything like that on the outside. The outside was actually in very good shape. So as you can see, the outside was freshly painted right before we bought the property. In the front yard, you see you've got this extra space here, a little extra parking. Well, work is coming along quickly. We're in day 4 of the remodel side of this project, and the painters just called us to let us know that they're done and would like to do a walkthrough with us.
Let's go check it out.
Let's do it. See you there.
This spot here, we actually kind of had to sand it down a little bit more. There's insulation issues. I painted this, we had the door shut. All of this didn't dry and dripped, and we had to paint it twice. Whenever you have like condensation, like on a drinking glass, what will happen is the water on top of the glass is not from the glass, it's from the moisture in the air. Whenever you have a cold surface, all the moisture condenses on that surface. So this is super cold right here. All the moisture joined right here with the paint made it run. We had to sand it down, paint it again. It happens in a lot of these houses. You can't tell that this doesn't have enough insulation in the wall until you paint it, shut the door, and then it doesn't get warm, and then that's where it's super cold, so then all of that runs. It happened here, it happened several spots. We had to paint it a couple times. It happens on old houses, new houses. You never know where they're gonna leave out some insulation. These were already white. We actually repainted this white so that all of the top matched and then just kept it, because otherwise it wouldn't be white on both sides, right? It'd just be like we colored all of this, and then that way at least it like looks better.
No, I appreciate that because I only told you one tone, so that's super helpful.
We just threw that in. So like this doorknob, it had a ton of paint this from before. It was just so nasty. I'm gonna cover that, it'll look worse. Yeah. I'll just paint it. So nice. We just painted it.
Sounds like we just need the cover plates.
Yeah, the cover plates and yeah.
I think we're good to go.
The price, what was it, like $1,000?
Yeah.
That's cheap. Yeah, and then we threw in the scent to make it better. That helped.
Anything that you would think for the next time so that we're better prepared for when you come.
We actually had to wait. All of the floor was wet. When the carpet's wet, we can't tape the carpet. And so we had to wait for it to dry. It would have been done sooner. Sure. Let's have them clean after.
Yeah, without a carpet.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean vacuum or something.
Yeah, sure.
But not like steam clean till later.
Well, it doesn't make sense to anyway because now the floors are super dirty again.
Yeah, it's just dust, but you're right, yeah.
I'm grateful for all of your guys' time. This is going to be amazing, and it was a really quick build, so you guys did a good job.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah.
So this is Sam. Sam, you did all the painting on this project. Yeah. Thank you. It looks beautiful. Turned out amazing.
This one was a real quick one. I think the only thing that slowed us down was the carpets were still wet. Couldn't quite tape them down, so we had to wait a day. But other than that, it was really quick.
Cool.
We were good done.
Why don't we tell about how people can get a hold of you?
The Painting Pro. You can go to thepainting.pro and find us online. Yeah, we do commercial, residential, interior, exterior, everything.
All right, man. Well, thank you for the good work, and we'll be calling you on the next one.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
So you might have caught that we only have seller financing in place for 5 years. I wanted to take a second to go over the long-term play on this property. We're going to be using a strategy called speed banking, which will give us the benefits that a traditional mortgage just can't. Here's how it works. I'm about to spray a fire hose of amazing strategy at your earballs right now. We use a line of credit, like a HELOC or collateralized business line of credit, using the property as collateral to refinance the triplex instead of a traditional mortgage. we deposit all of the revenue every month into the line of credit. This not only covers the minimum payment that the bank is looking for each month, but it also pushes the debt down, causing us to pay less interest overall, even if our quoted interest rate is higher than a traditional mortgage interest rate. Because of the revolving nature of the line of credit, the principal portion of the minimum payment and the additional cash flow remain liquid for us to use for things like repairs to the property, owner disbursements, emergencies, really anything we want, even buying another property if one comes up. Using this strategy, we will pay off the triplex debt in 14 years instead of 30 because of the extra principal reduction. That's less than half the time. Now, you might be asking, why not just make extra payments to a mortgage? Won't that accomplish the same thing? The answer is yes, it will pay off the debt more quickly, but the problem is cash flow and liquidity. The reason we bought the triplex in the first place was for cash flow. If we put it all at the mortgage without the ability to pull it back out easily, it kind of defeats the purpose. I know, we could just refinance if we want to pull the money out, but that costs a lot of money and time, and it starts our 30 years over every time we do it. I'd rather just do it in a way where the money's liquid and immediately available to us if we need it. Now here's the cool thing about this strategy. It doesn't just work on triplexes in Clearfield, Utah. This will work on almost any debt, including personal debt. It's a great strategy that we use in many aspects of our business and personal life. If you want to learn more and really want to dive into the in-depth, boring stuff about this strategy, I've got an entire 13-module class that does just that. And it's absolutely free to you. You can check it out by clicking this link or the link in the description. Enjoy. Okay, so we're finally done with this flip. It looks amazing.
Yes.
Now, our strategy on this fix and flip was obviously a little more complicated, a little more creative than I think most people would imagine when they're thinking of a fix and flip.
Absolutely. Even I was pretty impressed, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you remember as we were going through listings and we were looking at different potential properties that we could pick up as rentals, this one popped up.
Right.
It actually popped up as a fourplex.
Yes.
It was seller financing.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted $215,000 down. When you first showed it to me, I said, pass.
Yeah.
But then you said, wait a second.
Yeah, we can be creative. So it was listed for $615,000. There was no conversation about a seller finance. But that's, of course, my job, right? Is I negotiate and I convince them that it's a good idea.
She's really good at it. It's pretty awesome. Except in a marriage, it's it's a little unfair advantage, but what do you do?
So I called them up and said, hey, let's get creative here. Because it didn't work. The numbers did not work just looking at the property in general. It worked if they could seller finance it to us. And if we could sell this property. And then we would get the triplex free.
Well, so it's a single family home up front and a triplex in the back. Maeli got creative with it and was like, hey, look, these are on 2 separate tax IDs. We can buy it as a fourplex, sell the single family home for more than our down payment. We're gonna sell this for $260 and our down payment was $215. The rest of it was seller financed. That means that we pay ourselves back for our down payment and then we get the triplex essentially free. I like to say free, not really free. We still have a seller finance note on it, but the tenants are paying that. So from a cash flow perspective, we're positive cash flow with zero money out of pocket for this triplex in the back. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, pretty great. Definitely a unique strategy. Not something you'll find very often, but when you do, it works.
All right, time to geek out on the numbers. Obviously, this property is a bit different from our normal flip. This was technically 2 properties in 1 transaction. Our down payment was $215,000. The rest was seller financing. This was a very, very light flip, with the remodel coming in on budget at $5,000. Our holding and closing costs came to about $20,000. We sold the single family house for $260,000, giving us a total profit of $20,000. Now for the triplex. We still have a seller financing note that we have to pay at $2,420 monthly, but the income from just 2 of the tenants pays that. We collect $3,325 a month in rent, giving us a monthly cash flow of $905. Not bad for net $0 out of pocket. Maeli was also the agent on the sale of the single family house, so we got to recoup some of those closing costs in the form of agent commissions, which is part of our overall strategy, but that's beyond the scope of this video. If you're interested in flipping your own house or picking up rental properties, check out and subscribe to our other, more boring channel, Flippin' Sexy Real Estate Education. Link in the top right of the screen and in the description. We've uploaded over 100 amazing videos where we share our in-depth secrets of real estate investing. It's all taught by us, as well as other trusted professionals that we use in our own business on a daily basis. The course covers tons of relevant topics, from building a wealthy mindset to finding properties, raising funding, flipping, rentals, wholesaling, you name it. You can also catch recordings of our weekly real estate investing Zoom call called Ask Mitch Anything, where you can get direct access to me and Maeli, which is a huge help if you're starting out in real estate. Check it out. Just click on the link in the description and start learning.
It was super fun to dress up as superheroes, though we're not the real superheroes. There's a lot of amazing real life superheroes that we want to give thanks to.
Thank you for being my superhero. Oh my goodness!
Being our superhero.
Fire station.
Fire station. Here we go.
It says real life superhero.
This was a fun creative project.
Yeah, you can't beat free. This triplex is going to be an amazing addition to our portfolio.
Agreed. That's all we have for you in this episode. Let us know in the comments section below whether or not you like the flip, what you would have done differently, and if you have any feedback for us, we'd love to hear it.
Also, please be sure to subscribe and ring the bell, and give us a like and share if you enjoyed the content. It lets the YouTube algorithm know that we're doing a good job and really helps support the channel.
Check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, and Twitter.
And if you want to learn how to flip houses yourself, as well as other amazing strategies, like the ones we used to acquire this triplex, don't forget to check out and subscribe to our other channel, Flippin' Sexy Real Estate Education. Links are in the description below.
You can check out our other flips by clicking on the video on your screen.
See you at the next one. Bye for now, sexy people.
Thanks for watching. Bye guys. Bye.
See you in the next one.
Oh, bye.